All right. Hey, everyone. Uh, Happy January. First time in 2025. We're recording. Um, yeah, a little bit of a skeleton crew today, but it's hopefully you guys, wherever you're at in the world, got a snow day too. Um, a lot of us here in the US got some snow, so it's fun. But yeah, we're kicking off a great year. Right now, the big things are is, as most of you guys know, Tellor layer. What we're working on. The chain, it's out at audit. We have we're kind of busy making some changes there and updating them. We have the smart contract side with one auditor. We have the chain side with another auditor. Um, and so far it's looking good. They're finding stuff, but it's like nothing that's too crazy that we can't fix pretty quickly. Uh, and then probably uh, yeah, soon we'll be opening up the testnet for you guys. We're going to be onboarding a couple other people to run them kind of professionally, make sure that we have this thing up and running, able for you guys to plug in with ease, and then we'll get you guys going. But yeah, we'll see what you guys are working on. Spuddy, how's things?
Things are great. We're fine-tuning the reporter module a bit, so been making updates, restarting this morning. Took some time to check all of the ops uh, in general, and yeah, um, I might work on some. I might brainstorm how to make the teller booth at ETH Denver fun this year. I'm gonna spend some time thinking about that today because we could do what we did last year, but just a little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'll be super cool. Um, yeah, if you have any cool layer stuff you guys want to show off, ETH Denver is the place. So, all
Yeah.
right. Uh, Dan?
Yes, I've been working on something from the auditors. So we use a anti-handler to handle staking changes to make sure nothing changes by more than 5% within 24 hours. And the auditors pointed out that there's another type of transaction that could potentially do that. So we made the fix, and there's a unit tests passing, but I'm working on a end-to-end test right now.
I guess did we ever figure out there why? Like we had looked at some other people and they were doing like you can't wrap a message in another message more than what, 7 times or something. Um,
Yeah, and
did we
that's
ever figure out why
totally
you would do it more than once or no?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, we could. What should we set our limit at?
Well, I mean, you can set it for 7 for now, just make it configurable, and then
Hmm.
I would say the biggest thing would be like reach out to some other people, go do some GitHub searching. Um, let's try and understand this and why some of these people do that. So if you're watching this and you're like a Cosmos validator or person that wraps messages, like I'm guessing like different wallets probably wrap messages and handle keys for people, which is fine. Because I know that's like a big piece of account abstraction. Like if you sign in with Google, we'll like, you know, you wrap their message in something else to actually give it a private key. Um, but that's, like why would you need to do it 7 times is um yeah, like maybe, but cool. Tim, how's things?
Good. Yeah, so we've been facing a little issue with the token bridge. So like uh, for token bridge deposits, all of our reporters need to report that a bridge deposit happened over on Ethereum. So we've been facing an issue where some reporters were getting all of them and some weren't, and so we were troubleshooting that, um, and I think we found the source of that issue. So we made the token bridge daemon work a little better by handling those failures, doing some timeouts, and um, yeah. So I'm working on getting the PR ready for that, doing some fixing the merge conflicts and everything. So yeah, that should be good to go, and then we'll have some solid token bridge reporting from that. And then moving back to some data collecting for the CPI stuff.
Nice. Cool. Ryan?
Yeah, I'm gonna also be focusing on ETH Denver in terms of how I want the block explorer to look. So focus right now is gonna be getting a new data feed up and running for that.
Nice. Well, thanks, Ryan. Caleb?
After I restart my other two nodes with the new fixes that we found yesterday, probably going to start digging into the gas and understanding that, tracking it. With that would be more monitoring stuff as well. It's probably what I'll be focused on this week.
Cool. Yeah, that's about it. I started doing a price feed article, and now it's like 8 pages long, and it's like a draft. And I don't know what to do with it now. Like, should I make it more readable, or should we just expand it and have like an anthology for price feeds, which I'm thinking would be fun for users. And then working on some other stuff with some prediction markets. Do we have any questions, Ryan?
No questions.
No questions. Okay. Yeah, and then I got a good question on Twitter. I was engaging in. There was like a debate thing I was on, and it was maybe something for the community and for us to think about. It would be like, how does Tellor look and live in a world with AI? And I know it's like a out there question that's like feel good, stay trendy kind of thing. But like, do we see AI being reporters? Do we see AI reporters competing with Tellor? Do you see AI being oracles? Lots of fun stuff. But yeah, maybe we can just kick that off and we can answer it next week, and hopefully some of you guys can talk about it. Because I think that's
with Tellor, the question is, would you trust an AI with your stake?
ooh,
Like, would you trust an AI with your stake? Like, because you have to stake a lot of money to be able to report TRB data. So would you trust an AI with that money to do everything correct?
yeah.
Do we see AI as disputable value searchers? Do we see AI as voters? All that good stuff.
Yeah, I was seeing reporters and disputers. Probably.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a bunch of fun little things that we can do with it, but then there's also a bunch of fun things that you can sort of move away from and try and push some of the human subjectivity into it. So I'm going to be curious to see how kind of each of the oracles, because I feel like there's this push in crypto in general where you have like, there's like, we're going to push into more human identity, DAOs, voting, how do we actually create a better society for people? But then on the same hand, that you have like, how can we do super fast trustless automation so everything's run by a machine? And it's these two like almost pieces that and they fit together, but then they also don't overlap in any way, shape, or form. And yeah, and we're like kind of bridging the two worlds, but partially not. So anyway, those are some things maybe we can think about. Maybe we can start some discussions up. I really want was thinking about some company goal or some community goals for the next year, and maybe we can just try and get some good discussions going, especially even whenever we open up the test net, we had a bunch of Cosmos reporters coming in. Whenever we open up mainnet, we're gonna have a bunch of people from potentially new communities, and it's like, how can we sort of we bring kind of a wealth of knowledge from the Ethereum space. Other people might have wealth pieces of knowledge from other ecosystems. So just like, how can we join them together to actually make something better? So that'll be something we try and do. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Talk to you guys next week.